Hey there, TLC tribe. It's Veronica Jones from the Life Coaching Co. And today I'm joined by my very special guest, Anna, who's based in Perth and is originally from Ireland. And when Anna and I first started working together, she wanted to get her business idea off the ground. And through our coaching journey, she found the clarity, the courage, and the structure to turn that idea into reality. And now she's helping others successfully navigate the complex world of cosmetic and skincare manufacturing. And as founder of 𝘆𝚀, a consultancy that helps beauty brand founders bring their products to life with confidence and clarity, Anna's here to share her journey from concept to creation and the powerful shifts that helped her back herself and bring her consultancy to life. So Anna, welcome. How are you today?
Thank you, Veronica. Yeah, I'm very well, thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Oh, well, thank you so much. It's wonderful to have you. Well, let's start at the beginning. So before you and I started working together, perhaps you can fill us in at what stage you were at in your business journey.
Yeah, so I think it was back maybe in June this year. I had been thinking what I wanted to do, well, really for a long time, but I didn't know which direction to take. So I had lots of ideas, but no real clarity on how to move forward or what steps to take. So I felt a bit stuck, and I knew I wanted to start creating something on my own, but really I didn't have the confidence in myself to start or even know where to begin.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then you reached out to me.
I did. And then I found beautiful Veronica who's helped me.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
And what inspired you to start your own consultancy, and how did the idea for 𝘆𝚀 come about?
Yeah, so I've been working in cosmetics and the sunscreen manufacturing industry for over 5 years now. So I have worked across quality control, R&D, product development, and also project management.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen the full launch process. So when a founder has an idea, and then I would take them all the way to manufacturing. So I would see the whole process and how that works. So to me, starting 𝘆𝚀, because I found that founders have amazing ideas and startup brands, but they don't know where to start, or even who to reach out to, or how to source the right packaging, or just even navigating compliance, especially for sunscreen brands. So that's when I realized there was a bit of a gap for someone to bridge something like that. So I wanted to help founders and the smaller startup brands really bring their ideas to life and simplify the whole process for them.
Fantastic. Well, it's a wonderful idea, and you're obviously getting some traction with it already, because we're going to get to that. So well done on identifying that niche. And what would you say maybe some of the challenges were, or the hesitations that you faced when you were trying to get your business off the ground?
Yeah, so well, the biggest one for me was definitely self-doubt. I used to question myself thinking, oh, am I ready? Do I have enough knowledge or even the experience? So I know we've touched base a bit on this in our coaching program, and it's really helped me identify the challenges and help me overcome them. So yeah, I'm glad I've started now, and yeah, we're here today. So.
That's it. And the thing with all of this is, as we both know, that the courage comes first to give it a go, and the confidence comes afterwards. And you certainly displayed that level of courage as we were going through this journey, trying all these new tactics and strategies. Yeah, and you got some great results, of course. And I think that's a valid point to raise for a lot of new entrepreneurs. We question, have I got enough skills? Or we look at someone else out there and think, well, they've got, so many more industry years experience than I do. And that may be the case. But we all start as beginners. We all start somewhere, and the key is just getting started. And additionally, your unique offering, as we know for your good self, is yours is positioned differently to somebody who would, maybe have 20 years experience. And the founders who work with you will enjoy your fresh approach and what you bring to the table. So that's something to also lean into for any entrepreneur on the entrepreneurial pathway. All right. And so what drew you to coaching initially then? Were your thoughts around that? Like, what were you hoping to gain or kind of figure out?
So through coaching, I really hope to gain some clarity and accountability. Especially for me, I tend to, get bogged down a little bit with my own thoughts or overthink and not really take any action, but just sit in my thoughts and kind of procrastinate and not actually make any steps to move forward. So I really needed like a coach or someone to guide me, just to see the bigger picture and help break down the steps so I could, really start taking action. And it's small steps each week. That's what I needed. So
yeah, great. And that's what we did.
that's what we did.
And that's a very important point as well to note, that when we're starting something up from the ground up, partnering with a coach, a mentor, peer group, whatever it might be, gives us that extra little boost we need in terms of that accountability. Somebody there who's walking that journey with us, who can keep us on track. And, obviously on the coaching pathway, we've got strategic steps. So we're completing those, getting the wins from them, and then moving to the next one. So it is a really valid point. We think, we can maybe do everything ourselves as new entrepreneurs, and it's great to give things a go. However, we also need to recognize when the point comes where we're like, you know what, somebody else could do this and my time is better spent somewhere else. So I might just, outsource that now, and okay, let me get back to my key steps and work with my accountability partner to get this done. So thanks for that share, because it is important for all of us to note. And the other thing I wondered about was a little insight into your coaching journey. So at what point in your coaching journey did you think things really started to click for you? Like, when did you begin to feel a real sense of momentum building in the process?
Okay. So I think it was maybe after a second or third session. So probably around the fourth session, when we started to do some kind of deeper mindset work, especially the booklets you have shared each week were really, really helpful. They helped me identify my challenges and really like change the narrative from feeling fear, which I struggled with a lot, and overthinking, into action. So that was really, really good. So like instead of sitting in my own head, my own thoughts, I was taking action, and that felt really, really good. Small steps helped me build my confidence, and which also started to build momentum. That's when I started, when I came up with my brand name and started working on my website. So it all felt really exciting, and this is the path that I'm supposed to take. So
great. And I think from at that point, if I recall correctly, we were also working out packaging names, which also then felt like, this is really coming together. Well, from my perspective, it did. Did you have that same feeling too?
Oh, for sure. So it helped me come up with the packaging ideas for my website. So really helping me break down what my offering was and who I want to target, and my pricing as well. So it's good.
Yeah, that's it. And honing in on that niche, the niche market that you want to go after, and then really tailoring your offering to suit, is something that's so advantageous in business. We often think, I can go after many different clients, and you probably can. But the idea is let's hone our focus onto the ones that we feel are really aligned with what we can offer and what we can serve, and we can always grow from there. And you did that so beautifully with the packages that you put together and your thought processes around who your ideal client is. So can you talk us through a little bit then around some of the internal shifts that you experienced, whether it was the mindset, you've mentioned the fear, maybe it was some of your habits, even the direction that you were, finding yourself going in, that was helping you start taking concrete action towards your business goals?
So before we started coaching, I used to feel like a lot of fear, as I mentioned, and it would hold me back in taking any action. Thinking, I can't do this, or I don't have the experience, or am I, good enough to start my own business? Through coaching, Veronica, you really helped me shift that fear that I was feeling. And I started to, really believe that I can, and that I can achieve these things, and that, I'm worthy of success as well. So, and then things started to fall into place. But what really helped was the mindfulness as well, that I practiced every morning. So, journaling my thoughts and making a clear plan for the week as well, which helped me, stay on track and keep taking action.
Yeah, great. I love it. You got the toolkit, you started
Yeah.
implementing it. And that's fantastic. And in terms of those shifts, then, we
Yeah.
really started to see things taking shape as we were moving along in the coaching program. And I mentioned before, for me, I was like, oh, the packages have come together. This is really taking shape now. But what would you say you found yourself doing that really felt you experienced that things were taking shape? Like, what changed? How did it feel to be in that space now of your business really coming together?
Yeah. So I think it's when I came up with my name, Align to Launch. It did take me a couple of weeks, but once that clicked, yeah, it was very exciting. So then I could start working on my website and yeah, just coming up with my branding and the colors for the website, and then yeah, it made me feel so excited. And then the best news is I actually got my first paying client as well a couple of weeks ago, so it's really, really good, and it feels real. So
Yeah, absolutely. And you did there was sort of marketing tactics you learned as well in this piece that you were deploying to, weren't you, to bring, people in, new leads, for example. And then, with your mindset shift, like, I can do this,
yeah,
you took the action, you got the result, paying client in, and now that's built, even more momentum for what you're doing next, isn't it?
absolutely, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially like reaching out to people and understanding people's pain points as well.
Mm.
So that was very important. But yeah, it was great to yeah, build the confidence, I guess, to start reaching out to people and having a chat. So
Yeah, great. And how did the that structure and the accountability in coaching help you move from the idea to action?
yeah, so structure and accountability, definitely, because it was having to check in on a regular basis. So you would send great follow-up notes from every meeting. Thank you so much, Veronica, but they're so helpful to really help me keep on track and keep building momentum. So we would, in our coaching session, we would, identify what actions to take next. And yeah, Veronica would really help me in, identifying what I needed to do, and giving me tips on, it's parts of the business I needed to do.
Yeah.
So like how to set up a website and finalize my terms and conditions and things like that. So things I wouldn't have known by doing it by myself. So
Yeah, great. And that's the thing too. I mean, post coaching, we have our action steps, we've
yeah,
got follow up notes that we go on. And then we also have the opportunity in my coaching, because of the access to me, we can back and forth between our sessions. So you've also got that continued accountability and structure of knowing you've got someone to go to flag some ideas with, right?
absolutely. Yeah.
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 And if you were to describe, I don't know, the thing you think changed most in your way you approach decision making now as a result of coaching, what would you say there?
Okay. So decision making. Yeah, I mentioned, yeah, I tend to procrastinate or be stuck in my own head a little bit, trying to figure it out for myself. So I learned that I get clarity by doing and actually taking action and doing something that feels hard. So
Right.
every time, I'd do something hard or outreach to someone or, take an action, I learned something new, which helped me, gain confidence and also get clearer on what I needed to do next.
Yeah, fantastic. And that's the thing. I mean, from the brain science perspective of things, when we take action, we're building that neurological pathway and the chemicals around it that say, hey, this is what Anna does now. We're not scared anymore. We're not in fear. And you know what? The body starts moving, takes action, and the brain catches up, and before you know it, you're doing the thing.
That's it.
And what would you describe your confidence like before coaching versus after?
Yeah, so definitely a big mindset shift. So I used to think, in my job, this is kind of all I know, and that I'm not really capable of doing anything else. I didn't really believe in myself much, and yeah, I just thought this was it. But I knew there was something else that I, was meant to be doing. So through coaching, yeah, that really shifted. So I realized, Yeah, I am actually capable, and I have, the knowledge and experience from working in cosmetic and sunscreen manufacturing for the last number of years.
Mm.
And I also have a genuine passion to help people, and that's what I really wanted to do. So I just needed the clarity and confidence in myself. So once that clicked, it really helped me in starting to take action.
Mm.
So yeah.
Yeah, great. And the thing is, you've gone all in. You made the decision. You're like, I'm doing this, and now you've gone all in. So please tell us about Align to Launch. What do you do? Who do you help?
Yes, so Align to Launch is my business, and I help skincare and cosmetic brand founders and startups bring their product ideas to market. So I help with things from packaging sourcing, connect with suppliers, to label review, label design, and also help clients navigate compliance around, what's required on the label, things like that. So I focus on, mainly helping early stage brands, startups, solo entrepreneurs, and even some established brands source packaging that fits their budget and low MOQs, because I have a network of suppliers that I do work with that I trusted, and so it's really nice to have that confidence that I do have suppliers I can reach out to, so that would also speed up timelines and things like that. So yeah, really helping founders to launch their product and brand without feeling overwhelmed, and that they don't have to do it alone.
That's it. Yeah, because with you in their pocket, you've got all those years of experience, all those contacts. You know exactly what to do from the moment you're formulating that product to the specifications, the stuff you've got to have on the packaging, and how we're going to get that onto the shelf. You've got it all there. What an asset. Yeah. So what have you found some of the biggest pain points are then for beauty brand founders when they're trying to market a new product?
Yeah, so, well, there's many, but the biggest one I can see, especially for startups and that don't have huge MOQs. So it's trying to source packaging that work at, low MOQs, so minimum order quantities. Finding a manufacturer that can supply this packaging at a lower cost is really tough. And also finding a manufacturer that aligns with their brand and budget, and also label compliance. So I think that's where people get most stuck and, waste a lot of time going back and forth to suppliers, or even using like Alibaba and those websites.
Oh yeah,
packaging. So my goal is to really just help streamline the process for founders and help them launch products quicker and with confidence.
Yeah, fantastic. And you've got incredible industry experience in the beauty products and sun cream manufacturing space. What do you think makes Align to Launch different from other consultancies that might be out there?
Yeah, so I think because I've worked actually in the industry for a number of years, from in the lab developing a formula, I would do the stability testing on the formula. I would help in manufacturing when, there's an issue with the bulk or if we're scaling up a product. And I also would have experience in project management. So dealing with the new clients coming in, understanding their brief, their timeline, their pricing, the number of units they require, the packaging they require. So I understand the steps that are needed to get the product to market.
Great.
So, and I think what's quite unique is that I have found that there aren't really many consultants or brand partners in Australia who specialize in this space. I think it's quite niche because it's such a technical area with so many regulations, and I found a lot of agencies focus on the branding or marketing side, while I have the behind the scenes product development and packaging sourcing expertise.
So you know the big picture from start to finish. You know what's going on, and not only that, you've got the skills and expertise to help someone move that product along from the initial idea all the way through to being on the shelf. And I guess in terms of that, then, if someone was to work with you, what kind of support or outcomes could a client of yours expect?
Yeah, so I would help the client get really clear on their positioning. So what kind of product do they want to launch? When do they want to launch it? So help them define the timeline. If they want any claims testing on their packaging or in their branding, if they want sensitive skin testing or doesn't clog your pores, something like that. So all of these hidden costs as well aren't really known, especially when starting off. So my idea, is to really help people that just don't know where to start, is to help them gain a bit of clarity and a bit of confidence so they can get started. So I would help with outreaching to a manufacturer with their brief. So I could help the client develop a brief and simplify that process. I'd outreach to the manufacturer. We could start getting some samples, just build the momentum.
Fantastic. And, if we think about timeframes, a lot of entrepreneurs might be considering this and thinking, oh, okay, look, I've got this idea, this product. How long might it take for me to get it on the shelf? I know it's probably like asking how long is a piece of string, but what's your feeling on that?
Yeah, so it all really depends on what kind of product. So if the brand would like to go with a private label or a custom formulation, so the timeline will differ depending on the approach they want to take. So a private label is a product that a manufacturer already has developed, and it's basically you would provide the packaging and maybe you can add a few ingredients to kind of make it unique to your own, but essentially it is ready for market. So it would have all the preservative testing done and any stability testing, so it's ready, so that those kind of private label would be quicker to market. The only the downside, well, you could say downside, but it's other brands would have the similar base to that. Whereas custom development formulations, that's when you would work directly with the formulator or the manufacturer to develop a product that's unique to you. And you could, but the testing, well, for cosmetics products is around 3 months. But then for a sunscreen product, it can take, a long time to develop a SPF. It can take probably minimum 1 year. So that's just the development stage with stability. Provided everything goes well, it would be around 1.5 years for a sunscreen product.
Wow, interesting.
Yes. For a private label, you could have a product as soon as, 3-4 months.
Yeah, great. Fantastic to know. Thanks for the share. So for anyone who's, dreaming of launching a beauty brand, but they're feeling overwhelmed, what's one piece of advice you'd like to offer them?
Okay, so I think because there is quite a lot of beauty products out there, I think it's to get really clear on your story and why you're creating your product. So really, what makes the product yours? Is there a ingredient that you love? Are you solving a problem for someone? Or is it something, personal behind the product? So, because I think it's important to, share your story, because people do connect with why you're creating the product. And it's important to stand out in kind of a crowded market.
Absolutely. Thanks for that share. So on a final note then, what would you say to someone sitting where you were? You had a great idea, unsure how to take the leap to launching the business. What piece of advice would you give those people sitting at home watching?
Yeah, so definitely start taking action, even if it's just small steps. But the good news is you don't have to do it alone. Like, there's so many people that can guide you. There's a coach, a mentor. There's a lot of community pages that I have found that have been helpful even for my journey in cosmetic, the beauty industry. There's a lot of these community pages. You can reach out to people and people are so willing to help. So all of this, people, I think, can make the process feel less overwhelming. And I think it's just to reach out for help if you need it, but definitely just get started, because it's such an exciting space, and there's room for everybody, so go for it.
That's fantastic. Thank you. And, I can feel the energy in that when you were sharing that, there's people out there, we've got to partner up, and it really is great advice. There's a world at our fingertips of people who are ready and willing to assist, and all we've got to do is reach out. And, you know, if you choose to have a coach who's one-to-one with you, great. And choose someone who's been there. Choose someone who's been on the entrepreneurial pathway and who's had the runs on the board and success, so that you're leveraging the expertise of someone who's been there and done it, and not someone who's maybe at the same point and unsure. And that way we can rapidly, you know, advance our situation from where we are to where we want to go. And supportive community is great too, like you've mentioned, other pages and so on, just people who are going through the same journey, so you can feel like you're not a lone wolf, because sometimes it can feel a little lone wolf when you're starting on the entrepreneurial journey. Yeah. Well, look, Anna, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your entrepreneurial story. It's been incredible to watch your vision come to life and the impact you're already making through Align to Launch. So for all those who are watching at home, if you're ready to launch a business, you want to elevate your career, you want to take things to the next level in life or leadership, you can reach out to us at 𝘆cico'Coach.com.au or connect with us on Facebook. It's facebook.com/𝘆cico'Coach, or on Instagram as well at 𝘆cico'Coach. And if you're dreaming of launching a brand in the cosmetics or SPF space, be sure to check out aligntolaunch.com.au to see how Anna can help you bring your idea from concept to shelf. And thanks again, Anna, for joining us today. It's been wonderful to have you. So for everyone watching, until next time, master your mindset, secure your success.